What's the deal? Yeah, what's the deal? What's the deal? How you feel? What's the deal? Where you at?
So y'all here? Y'all like inspiration? Y'all like motivation?
Denise Camille?
Y'all like ventilation?
Denise Camille?
Y'all know I gotta make up a few words here and there, but who y'all here with?
Ventilation and Denise Camille.
Under the act, but we not playing no games.
We're not into games. We don't like Sega, PlayStation, or Xbox.
So y'all here with Dilate the Dialogue with Denise Camille.
Dilate the dialogue.
We gotta open up, not them legs, but the mind.
Denise Camille.
Cause I know y'all trying to find y'all strength.
Denise Camille.
Intertwined with the life of me.
Denise Camille.
Greetings, y'all. Greetings. Y'all here with another episode of Dilate the Dialogue with the one and only Denise Camille. How y'all doing? It's a beautiful day today. We all making time for what's important for us, right? Making time for what's important for yourself. Making time for what's important for your loved ones. Making time for what's important for your mental state. That's what really matters. Some emotions, we can feed them. We can feed that ego. Yet that mental state, let's make the adequate time, right? Y'all here with me, Denise Camille. How y'all doing? I am the Urban Love Therapist. I am the Relationship Itself Coach. I am the mother, the author, the poet, you know it, all of that. Naturalista. Y'all check out my hair care line, Denise Camille. Hair care, skin care, and facial line. Y'all check out my juicing line, Mentally Detox Your Life. It's called Keen Clean. It is a list of cold pressed juices that are there to enlighten the mind as you detox the body, right? We have the books, Justice for the Caged Mind. That was my baby written back in 2017. That was my breakdown into my breakthrough. Same environment, different mindset, right? Then we have the Nurturing the Soul ebook, 10 Quick Step Guide on Connecting Self and Spirituality. And then we have the Urban Life with Love, 5 languages we speak. Y'all check out that. Check out my website. I'm going to put that up on my platforms, TikTok, Instagram. I'm going to get that going. Look out for the Barbershop Basics that have been posting every day, that podcast. And when I went to the barbershops, I told y'all it was coming. I'm a person of my word. It may take a little time, but thank y'all for y'all patience, though. You know, Dilate to Dialogue. They're both on Spotify and other platforms. The whole deck must have felt. Oh, y'all also check out my self-awareness deck. You know, I was shuffling. That's where I get my topics from. Denise Camille, y'all check that on my website as well. So yeah, that's why I usually get my topics for the podcast, or they may come from one of my other journals that's coming, that Emotional Gold Journal. Ooh, that's a tongue twister for me. I've also been a mental nutritionist. I'm here to nurture nutrients for your mind, right? So with that, many ideas and concepts have been born through me. I am Denise Camille. I am the Urban Love Therapist. I am the organic human that resides in life as life comes. A lot of lessons, y'all. Y'all know life is a lot of lessons. I do my best to not call them problems because they're just obstacles. Obstacles come. They're supposed to. This is called life. It's how we handle them, right? So with that being said, let's jump into today's topic. And I don't have my Google vocabulary. I don't have another extra electronic around me right now. Today's topic is pretty simple. You don't like it? Change it. 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 You don't like your career choice? Change it. Ooh. I feel like this topic is that even a word, strict home? This topic is going to hit home to y'all, yet particularly me. Because there's certain things in my avenue of thought where I'm saying things, I'm listening, like I'm assessing me as I'm talking to y'all, and I'm talking to me as well. Same thing when I do my couples counseling or individuals with anxiety, children 10 and up. I'm always assessing me as well as giving the information as being the vessel for spirit. First of all, let me thank my ancestors. Give thanks. I appreciate love. them, for my spirit team, for always being my support system. I always trust the ones I can't see because I know they always got my back. They are willing to be loyal in my times of disloyalty to myself. They were there. They were there, and they kept me in a place of keep going. Learn the lesson, be the blessing, be the vessel. Don't wrestle. I'm going to do my best to not rhyme today. I don't even know why. It just keeps coming, right? Okay. Either way, you don't like it, change it, right? So let's talk about that. So again, I don't have my other, they're all upstairs or somewhere else in this realm right now. They're not here in the studio. You don't like it, change it. So when you like something, you stick to it, right? You stick to it because you enjoy it. It feeds a part of your being. It feeds a part of your man being, like your human being. It feeds a part of what you want to do. You want to wake up and go ahead and hit it again tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You like it. You like how you cook your food, so you make more. You like how you're a great driver, so you keep driving. You like how when you go to the gym, you see results, right? You like it. You like it, you like it, you like it. When you don't like something, what do? Most times you don't change it. You just complain about it. And then when you complain, you become complacent, right? And I know my brother, shout out to Jacques-Paul Villafana. One of his quotes is, and check out his book. His book is coming out soon. I know one of his quotes is, comfortability breeds complacency, which breeds death. I'm going to say it again. Comfortability breeds complacency, which breeds death. And I know that a lot of us, sometimes we want to take things physically, yet most times it's at a subconscious level of what it really truly means when we're needing to assess what we don't like. And jumping back to the saying, you don't like your career path, change it. And I wasn't, a part of me was like, yeah, I did have to change it. Yet there are certain things I have to keep doing to get to where I want to be. Yet I enjoy the organic notion of slow and steady, right? Because I know how valuable slow and steady comes, because there's so much in between that time for us to grow, right? So if you don't like it, change it. If you don't like your mate, change it. I'm not going to advocate. I'm an advocate for self-awareness. So let's say, and I've had this happen for a few clients before, couples. You don't like your mate, change it. And change it could be, let's not do this anymore. Let's come to a mutual solution and let's part ways. It was a season. We've learned some lessons. Let's experience ourselves now after these lessons have been learned, right? You don't like, let's say you don't like your religious belief system. Change it. It sounds easier said than done. I remember I was talking to someone yesterday and I was explaining one of my personal scenarios, and she was like, just let it go. Just let it go. I said, that is easier said than done. I'm in a process where I know how I process things. It takes time. I have to digest. I have to, sift through it. I got to get through it completely so my logic can understand how it makes sense so I can move on. Yes, in time I will let go, and most of it I have, yet I'm making the steps to change it because I'm changing it in baby steps. I know that Rome was not built in a day, wherever Rome was. However, I'm at a place where I am making changes, and I'm also paying attention to what Spirit has asked of me to do, because I'm waiting on Spirit, yet I know there are things I need to do, right? So if you don't like it, change it. If you don't like who you are, that's where I come in. But you don't have to even use me. Yet, well, not use me, but my services. Okay. If you don't like who you are, let's pay attention to these behavior patterns. Let's pay attention to why. Let's get to the root issues. Let's do the healing work, right? Let's get started. If you don't like it, change it. Just like when you go to a restaurant, you order something, you take a bite. This ain't what I thought it was going to be, because why I thought made a man kill himself. However, we eat with our eyes. That's another topic I'm going to talk about. The senses, how they're sensory flipped. What we're told, of course, this is the year of the awakening. What we're told is not what it really is. Excuse me. You don't like your meal that you order in a restaurant. You tap your waiter, can I just change this? This is not, my palate is not approving of this. Change it, right? So getting to that mindset of if you don't like it, change it. If you don't like what you got on before you leave the house, you get, I was like, what? The weather ain't even, no, I'm going to be pretty, certain textures, certain fabrics with us as people, our skin gets irritated on certain fabrics. I know for me, I love wool. I can't wear it. That stuff itches the bejesus on my skin. I love it. I love how it looks. I love you got to dip it in the hot water and it just drinks. And I'm like, oh, how I love thee. I got to change it. I can't wear a wool sweater. I can't. I'm sure it'll keep me crazy warm. In the wintertime, I'm just like, I can't. Unless I put something like silk, maybe it might have like a silk liner. I got to change it. I would have to add something to that wool outfit, right? So it's getting to that place of if you don't like who you are, on some seriousness, if you don't like who you are, change it. Why tolerate what's going to take you down? You know what I'm saying? Why tolerate something that's not for you? Why tolerate friendships that don't align with your purpose? Wasn't planning on going there yet. Okay. If you don't like it, change it. If you don't like the relationships with your friends, change your friend group. It's okay to be by yourself because that's sometimes the best place you need to be when it comes to your spiritual growth. Because at some point, you're going to have to step back outside and interact with human beings and then see, okay, you're cool. You remind me of something that I did before and I don't want to. You got some other work you need to do. You get a chance to put your work to the test. Have you really done the work, or did you choose to change because you didn't want to deal? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have to take a sabbatical from people. We do. And most times it's the people pleasers that have to take the sabbatical because they have to now come to a place of realizing, wait, I was living my life for you? I was making decisions off of how you felt. I was trying to validate me through you. Okay. If you don't like it, change it. And even go into a marriage. If you don't like the marriage, change it. I'm not opting for divorce, yet I would say that it takes two. Just like it takes two to tango, it takes two to argue, it takes two to compromise. It's not one dragging the other, I can speak on my own. When I was married for 17 years, you could bring a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. I can't force somebody else to be what they're choosing not to be. That C word, those C words are so important in the relationship with self because you have to assess you. If you don't like it, change it. When you seasoning food and you taste it like, I'm not even going to enjoy this. Let me add some more seasoning. Let me add some more love. If you don't like it, change it. Change it. And, it's so simple, yet it's so profound in so many more ways than one. I know a couple of years back, I had an old college friend. She had suggested to her, she and I do this test to get to another level of being greater in that sector, right, in that field. And I realized when I was doing some of my research, I realized I don't have to be at that level to be where I need to be. That's not for me. I choose not to get to places where I'm trying to chase a title. A title? What's that? I got many titles already. And I know even looking at after I have chosen to go and do that title and pass that exam, it doesn't change anything in my career yet to say that I have a title behind me. No. If you don't like it, change it, right? I remember many moons ago, I had started my PhD, and for the first 3 months I did it, and I was like, you know what? My kids are here. I choose not to be a 7-year student again. I just finished my master's, and I went straight into the PhD. I was ready for the dissertation and everything. I was like, yeah, I got it. Come on. We're going to do this. It's like, if you don't like it, change it. So I changed it. I stopped going to school. I said, no, let me enjoy my children. I know how important parenthood is, because as a child, I remember those memories were important. That's the one thing I realized as a parent that is important. If nothing else, it's those memories, because that's all the children have. They don't have the funds. They don't have the, oh, we went to the best hotel and we stayed at the fine dine. What? The children are just happy to spend time and build memories together. That's all. So for me, it was, I chose to not do the PhD. And I was okay with that. So it was having to, I'm noticing my hair like, oh yeah, I was going to tell me I had the Pebbles look. And I said it to myself earlier before I came on here, and I was like, oh, that's just my bangs. Remember, my hair is like, I don't even know. It just caught my eye. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Just keep it pushing. Okay, here we go. If you don't like it, change it. So it's getting yourself to a place of acknowledging or even checking yourself while you on the train or while you driving to work, listening to the podcast. And I appreciate y'all as followers. Shout out to y'all. Kudos to y'all for, giving me a chance. If you don't like it, change the channel. However, don't change the channel. Change it if you want to. That's all right. That's all right. No, whatever. If you don't like it, change it. Assess yourself. Assess your personal life. Assess your day-to-day. No one really, I know for me, I particularly don't really care for the mundane, yet to me the mundane right now is what keeps me focused. So I'm okay for the mundane, because I know me, I be all over the place, like, oh yeah, we scattered, we doing all. Yeah, there are days where I can balance. So yesterday was one of those scattered days where I did it. I had energy to do it. Today, it's the balancer. It's finding balance and harmony in my life. So if I don't like it, I'll change it. If I don't have energy to do it, I'll change it. Right now, that's when I was telling my older daughter, I was battling with TikTok. Like, I just wasted 3 hours over here. I could have been doing some of my other stuff and posting and scheduling and that's all right. Change it. I remember I just got up and I threw the phone. I'm like, I'm done. That's it. It's over. What we doing? Got to the computer, got what I had to get done, set a time limit on that. Time management. If I don't like it, change it. You know what I'm saying? And of course, things are going to come into play here and there. Yet, if you don't like it, change it, people. If you learn nothing else today, listening to this podcast on Dilate to Dialogue with Denise Camille, if you don't like it, change it. I would say this. Remember, you're a human first. Everything else comes after. You're a human first. I know I was just talking to someone the other day, and they're talking about business, and like, everything is the hustle mentality and the this and the that. And I'm like, I ain't got it in me right now. And I don't think I ever had it in me. Yet I was also at a place of having to overcome adversities throughout my life. So for me, the slow and steady processing, pivoting, doing what I need to do to produce, I'm grateful. So if you don't like it, change your routine. Let's say you don't like driving to work that same routine every day. Take the local way. Is it shorter distance? Is it, if you don't like carpooling, go by yourself. Ride a bike to the grocery store. No, I don't know. Listen, change it. Try something different today. Change it. If you don't like it, change it. If you don't like the way your mate talks to you, change it. Violence is not the answer. I would say to approach it from a different angle. There are many ways to give and receive love, right? And don't forget, y'all, check out my book, Urban Life with Love. This is for those that I say who don't have the capacity to want to go to a therapist. The book becomes your therapy, because after every chapter, there are questions to ask yourself, self-assessment, right? Yet I say that to say, finding out where you lack love within yourself, because most of us pour from empty cups. And we have to realize we need to be in that overflow. And that overflow has to come from ourselves first. And it also acknowledges how important our voice is. So we tend not to speak more, we just listen. I know for me, I've learned where, especially being a spiritual counselor, when I have my friends, I was going to say my regular friends. I don't have any other kind of friends. When I have friends where they come and we're having regular conversation and somehow someone else's life comes up. And of course, it's a huge hurdle in their life, a huge obstacle. And a part of me instantly goes into, counseling mode. And then the other part of it is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Save that energy for when you're getting value for it. So what I would do is I would simply suggest to the friend, like, hey, you could either tell them to call me or we can talk about something else that's productive for us and our interaction, our exchange of energy, because to have to give out energy freely to someone who's more than likely not even going to receive it well, because most times people don't like receiving things for free. They rather put a value and a price on it. With that being said, I change the subject, change the conversation. You know, yeah, when you're talking to your mate, for those that are needing to find other avenues to speak to their mates, it's advisable to find out, how did y'all communicate in the beginning? What worked? What didn't work? Go back to that. It's always having to, like Sankofa, that bird in the African bird. You always got to go back to the past to retrieve something to come to the present and the future to move forward. So if you don't like it, change it. All right, y'all. It's been real. I am Denise Camille. I am the Urban Love Therapist. I am the Relationship with Self Coach. I give thanks. I'm grateful. I'm humble. Give thanks, ancestors. Take care. Peace.